Let's fly!
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made... To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make...
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, we just don't know the specifics. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right. Specifics aside, then.
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to... I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left it pretty...
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single...
All right, thanks for the information.
It's the guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone...
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy with my failing eyesight. I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice, and I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering compassion. He would often take time to visit the elder, and whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my...
Wow, he seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like, wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the adventurers... My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vimara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memory. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. I was actually adopted by the people of Vimara Village. The forest rangers found me in the wood. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really... No matter what came my way, I knew I could He was so thoughtful and pure. And patient, too. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell... No, none of those things matters now.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about him?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild... Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or
Still not much to...
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready!
Bullseye! Locked on! Open fire! Off to the freezer! Hold on to your hat.